10 Wild Animals in Mali Part 2. Mali is a large, landlocked African country located in the western part of the continent, partly in the Sahara. It is the 8th largest country in Africa, 2/3 of its population is under the age of 25, and it used to be a French colony. An interesting part of the country that I wanted to tackle is its wildlife. In light of that, I have listed the best of it, and I hope you will love learning what animals live in Mali. On place 10, Nile Crocodile. The Nile crocodile is one of the most widely known species of crocodile in the world. Despite its name, it does not exclusively live on the Nile River banks, but can actually be found throughout much of sub-Saharan Africa. In Mali, it is known as the West African crocodile, and is smaller than the average Nile crocodile, reaching lengths of up to 3 meters/9 foot, 10 inches, compared to 4.4 meters/14 foot, 5 inches. In place 9, Puff Adder. The puff adder is a species of venomous viper native to much of sub-Saharan Africa, except for the tropical regions, as well as Morocco and the southern and southwestern coasts of the Arabian Peninsula. Alongside the white-bellied carpet viper, it is responsible for most snake bite fatalities not only in Mali but also in all of Africa. Due to its wide distribution, large numbers, and size, and potent venom, it is one of the many dangers that Malians have to face. In place 8, Red-Fronted Gazelle. The red-fronted gazelle is a species of antelope native to Central and Western Africa. While its range is very wide, its distribution is uneven, and it can only be found in a narrow band, crossing the continent from Senegal to the Red Sea. This gazelle can be found in Mali, Ethiopia, South Sudan, and Eritrea, among other countries, and lives in semi-arid grasslands, savanna woodlands, scrubland, and savannas. In place 7, Nile Perch. Although Mali is a landlocked country, which means it does not have access to an open body of water such as a sea or an ocean, there are still more than 200 species of fish in the country, and they can be found in lakes and rivers. The Nile perch, locally known as the capitaine, is a species of freshwater fish native to the tropical rivers of Africa. It is the most popular fish in Mali, and fishing as a whole is a common practice in the country. In place 6, Barbery Sheep. The Barbery sheep, also known as the Moutflaun in Mali and other former French territories or the Aoudad, is a species of wild goat native to the rocky areas of northern Africa. Within its native range, it is pretty rare, but it has also been introduced to other parts of the world, such as southern Europe and North America. This sheep can be found in the northern parts of Mali, where it inhabits arid areas and feeds on bushes, lichens, and grasses. It constantly travels throughout the mountains, and its main threats are drought, overgrazing by domestic livestock, and predation by feral dogs and humans. In place 5, Sand Cat. The sand cat, also known as the sand dune cat, is a small species of wild cat native to the stony and sandy deserts of northern Africa, the Arabian Peninsula, and Western Asia. Thanks to its large numbers and wide distribution, it is considered of least concern. Believe it or not, despite its small size and inoffensive appearance, this cat is actually specialized in hunting snakes, and can kill venomous ones pretty efficiently. In place 4, African bush elephant. The African bush elephant, also known as the African savanna elephant, is definitely one of the most emblematic animals on the African continent. It is one of two African elephants, alongside the African forest elephant, and is known for being the largest terrestrial animal, reaching weights of up to 10,4 tons/11.5 short tons, and heights of up to 3.96 meters/13 feet. While this elephant usually lives in temperate and subtropical forests, grasslands, wetlands, agricultural land, and woodlands, it can be found in semi-desert and desert regions of Mali and Namibia. In place 3, hippopotamus. The hippopotamus, also known as the common hippopotamus, the river hippopotamus, or simply the hippo, is a large species of semi-aquatic mammal native to sub-Saharan Africa. While it used to be found almost anywhere from South Africa to the Nile Delta, its range has greatly dwindled over the years, and its populations are much more scattered now. The hippo can be found in southeastern Mali, in the more fertile regions, with a small population. In place 2, spotted hyena. The spotted hyena, widely known as the laughing hyena, is a large species of carnivore native to much of sub-Saharan Africa. It is one of the most successful species on the continent, being the most common large carnivore. This is due to its high adaptability and opportunism. In Mali, there are only about 10 to 50 spotted hyenas, and they are all threatened by habitat loss and persecution. In place 1, African golden cat. The African golden cat is a species of wild cat endemic to Central and Western Africa. It inhabits rainforests, and is listed as vulnerable to extinction because of habitat loss and bushmeat hunting. This wild cat is related to the serval and the caracal and is much smaller than them. Its habitats are extremely reclusive, and not much is known about this species, but it mainly hunts for hyraxes, rodents, birds, monkeys, and even small antelopes.